Maybe as the people, some of you have your Nigerian film imagination. You just say, I want one day as I just finish my retreat, as I come out like this, people should be falling here, falling here. Why should people be falling just like that? You want to greet your neighbor, and your neighbor will now come under power. Then you now say, you think we are joking? That if power flow like that, the power is a waste. Power is supposed to do work. And if your neighbor just fall down for no reason, just to approve that you are a strong man, it's a waste of resource in the spirit. Some of you finish a heated spiritual exercise, you go around hoping that if you shake somebody, man of God shake. Brother, give me your hand. They do like this. No matter how you frown your face, it's not by that. You may find out that one day, in fact it happened in my class, his name was Abba. He's a diabolic student. He fortified himself from Kuspa, the headquarters of charms in Nigeria. That's where many politicians make their way to Zaria to go and restitute their covenant with their altars. And so his father was one of the practitioners, so he was fortified. He comes to the class during exam time. He doesn't read, doesn't attend lectures often. During the exam time, he comes and sits at the back of the most smartest students that he sends. And people are gifted in different courses. So when he identifies that you are smart in this particular course, in that course, you will see Abba in your back. I think I have some classmates here who can prove that thing that I'm saying. And when Abba sits behind you, he will use your brain and write. When he's through, then that's when you will now know that, you now realize that exam is going on. You will now want to write your name quickly. And so it was a wickedness that went unpunished. And I'll tell you why it couldn't be punished. Because the realm where the wickedness was activated from is a spirit realm. So there was no physical way to hold him accountable. No way to prove that he did something. And his hands are littered with all kinds of rings, strange rings. On this special day, he came and had contact with me. And I knew that some people who knew the narrative were already feeling sorrowful for pastor, thinking that, hey, man of God is the unfortunate candidate today. They called me man of God then in the class. But you see, I was not conscious that Abba put his hand on my shoulder behind me. I was talking to a friend of mine called Clement. And while we were talking, the only thing I remember was that I started feeling a hot sensation, as though burning heat was in my chest. So I was thinking, what? And the heat just flowed like this and came to the place where that hand was. And you see, it's not every heat that is chest burn. He removed his hand violently and ran back and left that department that day, missed that exam. Until we graduated, Abba did not come to school again. Listen. I have a classmate here that will verify what I'm saying. If you doubt me, meet Buratishanda after the meeting. Ask him. The spirit that is in me is greater than the spirit he was sourcing power from. So when two powers meet, the lesser one must submit. And when the Holy Ghost chose to move, I was not conscious. I didn't know that it was Abba's hand that was here. So there was nothing that I was doing like this and saying, It was not me. It was that the person inside me is taking care of me. So when he sensed that there's one spirit that tried to do something around here, he went there and judged it. His judgment was that he banished him from school entirely. Touch not my anointed. Do my prophets no harm. Many of you don't know some of the wicked fates that befell many people that tried you. It is because they didn't come to confess to you that it was because of you I'm going through what I'm going through. You don't know what you carry. That's why the reason for this meeting is to remind you that the great one lives inside you. As we conclude tonight, my charge is to open just these three processes. Number one, in salvation, God possesses your spirit, and God and your spirit becomes inseparable. So your spirit and God becomes one. From your spirit, God begins to extend the government of the spirit into the soul.